What is up, guys? It's Penguin Typer here, back with some of the biggest news of 2020 Nitro Type. And before we get into this video, I just wanted to say that levels are being removed. Let's get right into it! So Travis and I have been talking for a hot second now, and we got a ton of information to share with you guys about how Nitro Type is going to change, especially for Season 28, which is right around the corner. So, the first biggest thing, in my opinion, levels are being removed. What does this mean? Well, as you guys know, you get XP every single race you do, and you sometimes get XP for mystery boxes. However, all of this XP goes towards your level. What Nitro Type is doing is they are resetting everyone's level and incorporating it into the Season Pass theme. That might sound a bit confusing, so I'll try to break it down in the best way possible. Everyone's level gets put back to 0. Straight up. Okay? Makes sense. Now, Nitro Type is going to have this system where every 100 races you do, you get a level. Makes sense? Where every X amount of races you do, you get a singular level. Makes sense? I don't know what that number is yet, but I believe it's going to be a set number. So it's going to be like a specific number. So every X amount of races you do, you get a level. And every level you get goes towards your Season Pass thing, right? The more levels you get and the more races you do, the more rewards you qualify for. This is better than the old system where you just had, specific races, but now it's all about level. And this whole leveling up system has been seen in many other video games involving a battle pass. So it's a good system that's been in successful games before. Fortnite, obviously, is what everyone's going to think of. But a bunch of other successful games. And if Nitro Type's going to use it, I hope it's going to work as well. So every single new season, your level is actually going to reset. This means if you were level 90 at the end of Season 28, once Season 29 rolls around, you're going to be back to level 0. If you're level 422 like I am, your level is going to be reset to 0 at the beginning of every season. And now a lot of people are complaining about this because they're like, but Penguin levels are so cool. I love levels so much. Penguin levels are awesome. Why are they removing them? However, in my opinion, levels weren't actually that useful on this site. Let's think about it this way. When you were level 0 to 50, level rewards gave you things like unlocking achievements and titles. And they gave you things like unlocking new cars in the dealership, right? Makes sense. Good system. However, past level 50, levels had 0 effect on the game. Once you got past level 50, all you got was like a level up explosion and nothing else. I've been telling, Nitro Type to add stuff for levels for a long time, and instead of making the already useless level system better, they just repurposed it for the new season system. And I don't think it's that bad because levels were basically useless anyways. Once you got past level 50, nothing really happened. So instead of just trying to make that system, which was already pretty bad, better, they just put it towards the season system and tried to make something cool there. So I like it. I know I'm going to receive a bit of hate from that. However, I think that it's a good system, and hopefully it's going to work for Season 28. Second things second. Season 28 is going to be a 2-month season. Listen up. It starts on July 6th. So today is June 23rd, which means the season is going to start 2 weeks from now, basically. A week into July is when the season starts. And the season is going to end on September 6th. So it's going to be a 2-month season. 2 months. This is better than the old 3-month season because in 3-month seasons, it got pretty boring by the 3rd month. Like, I'm literally yawning at the season right now, and we're almost done. But 2-month seasons will hopefully be more action-packed, be more fun for competitive players, and be more entertaining overall because, more stuff in less time. So that's good. Third things third. We have a official, spoiler thing for the THWAMPUS. For the THWAMPUS in Season 28. For those of you who don't know what the THWAMPUS is, It is the supposed cousin of the Wampus. It was rumored by Corndog and Travis and everyone back in like 2014 or 2016, and it has never been released into the game. However, NitroType has basically said that they will be releasing the THWAMPUS into the game in some way, shape, or form. We don't know what it's going to look like yet, but it's going to be a Season 28 feature. Obviously, the theme is Wampus World, and adding the THWAMPUS will be really on point with the theme. Hopefully, in my opinion, this would be the best. Hopefully, it's a more rare bot that is harder to beat but gives more cash. I think that would provide a good challenge for everyone, and I think that having more cash than the normal 50k or 70-ish k if you're gold would be super, super interesting. I've been, hoping for new bots for a long time now. The bots are kind of boring-ish. Even the Wampus is kind of boring occasionally. However, adding the THWAMPUS to the game would be super interesting and would make a ton of people get super hyped around the fact that there's a new bot, which is something we have not seen in a very long time. So that's a super positive update. Last things last. The NitroType unique name feature is being removed. What does that mean? If I go to my settings and I try to change my name to Wildflower, it says I can't do that because that display name is already in use by another racer. What this means is that only one person can have a specific name on NitroType. However, the admins are removing that feature. What does this mean? Basically, this means that any single person on the site could have the same exact name as anyone else. So there could be 20 Cochos running around. There could be 100 Penguins running around, right? Any single person could have the name Penguin or Wildflower or anything like that, right? You can copy anyone's name. What do I think about this? Well, it's a pretty big change, something that kind of nobody saw coming, right? Nobody has ever seen this coming. And I think that it's actually not that bad as a lot of people are going to say. When this was said to, the Discord earlier, a lot of people were super mad, and I was like, why? The first reason I think that this is not that bad of a change is because you could already do it anyways. People were using invisible characters to copy others' names for a long time now. I do it. The username Penguin is not available, right? There's an invisible character after Penguin that gives me the name. So the feature was kind of already in the game. You could just get around it with invisible characters. So, second thing second, I think that it's not that bad because if someone copies you, they're copying your name, they probably are a fan of you, right? If we got 100 Penguin typers running around, they're probably, the people that watch my videos and think I'm cool. And that's pretty cool to think that people would copy you online just because of something you're famous for, whether it's being active, having a channel, being a big community member, stuff like that. And like they all say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, or copying, or whatever. I don't know the actual saying. However, it makes sense here, right? If someone's copying you, they're saying you're cool, and they think you're cool. And that's honestly a good self-esteem boost, in a lot of people's opinions. A couple people might disagree with me there, but if you don't care whether or not someone copies you, then this isn't a bad update. It just is an update, right? Big brain moves right there. So that's why I think that this update it's not that bad. A lot of people are going to complain. A lot of people already have complained, but I truly think that the unique name update, as we're going to call it, is not that bad. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. In this video, we talked about new updates, such as levels being removed and repurposed towards the season pass. My opinion, good update. We talked about the season being 2 months long. Good update. Starts on July 6th and ends on September 6th. So 2 months long, baby. And it starts in just 2 weeks. So season 28 is going to be super fun. Third thing we talked about is the THWAMPUS is going to be released in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully it's a new bot that gives you more money than the Wampus. Not sure yet, but it should be super awesome. Last things last, we talked about the new unique name update, which means that you can have the same exact you can have the same exact you can have the same exact display name as any other racer. Again, I think it's a nice update. It lets people copy people they like, kind of show their support to these people, and have some fun. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video where I talked about a bunch of new updates that are going to be added to the site, let me know. Drop a like. Say what you think about all of these updates because they are super important, super interesting, and are going to be super big parts of the game in coming years. These are probably some of the biggest updates, especially the level up one, that we have seen in a long time on the site. So it's going to be really interesting to see how people like this or whether they don't like it. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have a wonderful day.